This is the review for Target exclusive Voyager class Leo Prime. I quite like this figure, even though most people don't, and I'll get into why later. Now, first we're in the lion mode, and this is a very nice techno-organic lion, with the only real flaw to it is this red paint, but to be true with the Beast Wars 2 design, they kind of need to have some amount of red on this, and it's as good of a place to put it as any. It's a pretty simple looking mold, lots of detail on it, and a lot of paint, some of it fitting, some of it not, but overall I like it quite a bit. The arms go forward and back, out, although it does leave a pretty horrible gap there. The four legs go forward and back, and his paw can move. And he has these, which you would normally use a Cyberplanet key to flip out, but I just do it by hand because I hate Cyberplanet keys. And then you have the hind legs, which go out one click. They have a pretty wide range like this, very loud clicky joints. And then the hind lower legs, which go like that, and a foot. The tail has no articulation. It's big, it looks menacing, I like it a lot. I just wish it had more articulation. Now, transform it is absurdly simple. Take off the tail, stand it up, straighten out the legs, fold out this back piece to form a heel, then open up these brown bits here, fold it back, pull out the arms so there's room, and then bring this around, collapse it in, pull this up, and you get the prime head. Now, I like this prime head a lot. Rotate these forward and make hands out of them. Rotate forward, make hands. You can put away the claws if you want. This is a pretty big guy. In robot mode, you start to see why people don't quite like this. The knees are too low. His pelvis is way too long. His arms are weird. And I see why people don't like this, and I don't fault people for it. But I like this. It's a big, satisfying, fun figure to play around with. And no risk of breaking, really, because he's just big and well built. And despite his odd articulation, somewhat limited, it's not like he can't make interesting poses. He also has this as a weapon, so let me try and pose him. The articulation is the exact same as on Beast Mode, except he has his head. So this tail will probably prevent me from making any kind of the towel will probably prevent me from making any kind of decent pose with this. But I'll try. Okay. There we go. Despite his articulation drawbacks, he is a very dynamic looking figure if you know what you're doing. So if you have this figure and you don't like it, really just all I can say is spend some time actually playing around with it, because it's a lot better than you might think. I mean, as limited as it is, everything it does can do something. So, as opposed to some figures which have a lot of articulation, but for some reason or other can't hold many poses, this one doesn't have much articulation, but somehow can hold a lot of poses. So everything's useful, and that's why I like this figure, despite all of his shortcomings. He's one of my guilty pleasures. And that's all. Thanks for watching.